Yeah, baby. Oh, you almost had that ATP, Sharon.
Pickleball Librarian back at the 5th annual Smash Tournament in Oklahoma City. So, hey, I'm with Lynzee, and this is her court. This is where you play, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I found out not only pickleball, but you're also playing tennis here?
I used to play tennis here.
Okay.
I actually used to teach here about 12 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I pretty much quit tennis now, and I'm just playing pickleball all the time.
And you guys came back, you know, beat the gold medal winner, but then you had to go to the 5th team, and it was so close. I mean, you were like 1 point away. But, you know, you guys just kept going. I was impressed.
Yeah, I was just glad to get it to that game to 15, especially sometimes it's hard to come back and you play the final knowing that you have to beat the person twice. So I felt it came out pretty strong, just winning at 11-5, 11-5, and then we're up. And like pickleball, that's why it's so fun. It can just change on a dime. You can be up or down 10-0 and come back and win a game. So that's what makes it kind of exciting. The points are fast and you can change quickly. So you got to really take advantage of it.
And we just love watching you play. I mean, it was great. But one thing that's so unique is your serve. I mean, would you mind showing how you hold it?
Yeah, really, I'm just trying to fight kind of just the lack of flexibility that I have in it, and so I have like a semi-western grip, and then I just kind of whip it back, and I try to just use my sort of just top spin and try to get it down below the ball so it's a legal serve. It's not like I go move the top and then
She gets it real low, and then you also do
it's like a little flick to try to get a little extra spin.
Extra spin.
And it's just from like the habit of just doing that. Like and so I'm trying to use that hand, and that's why I do use that hand, because I'm trying not to turn it so much, so that I just, that's it.
And also right here on your finger, you're getting a little more, whip there, getting that right
tennis, there. It just gives me a little bit more, I don't know, just flexibility, again, like with the
so, you know, think about that. And I got to tell you, her serves, I mean, I've seen you get points off your serves today. So that's why I just had to ask you about your serves. They were something else.
Yeah, I some of it I'm not really intentionally doing, like I said earlier. I'm just
trying to. It just happens. I mean, it just looks so unique with the. I was watching the way it flipped, but you're doing it to help you get a little extra top spin.
And it's just like kind of the same motion I have on my forehand, really. It's just where I kind of just turn it, and it's just kind of a Western forehand.
Excellent.
That's how it's translated.
Excellent. And I mean, and how long have you been coming to this tournament?
I think this is the 3rd year that I've played. Yeah, the first year I played it was at PC North outside, and I think it got like dark, and we moved over here, and this has been better since it's cold this time of year, so it's nice to play inside and not have to worry about it getting dark. And it's always a good turnout. She does a really good job in the tournament, so it's fun.
And last thing, let's talk about your paddle.
Yeah, this is, I used to use the Engage Maverick, but this is the Pursuit MX. There's a 6.0, I believe, that's thicker and a little bit softer, so if you're kind of more of a dinker, I think the 6.0 would be better. This one's thinner, and it's kind of head heavy, and it's got a long grip, so it kind of plays like a tennis racket, I think, and with it being thinner, I just feel like, personally, I have better feel with it, so I like it.
Excellent. And thank you for sharing it. You know, I love this paddle too. I mean, it's been my primary paddle before too. I just like it. I love the reach of it, and also just the feel of it. It has the right feel, touch, and power.
Yeah, it's got a lot of power on it, a lot of pop. Like, so some of those high, like slow balls, if someone, in the rally, if one hangs up, you can kind of just, the paddle really kind of does a lot of the work. Just put it away easier, I think, with this paddle. So.
Excellent. So thank you very much for stopping by and talking to us.
Guys.
And then Engage Pursuit MX is definitely Pickleball Librarian approved.
Backhand and your forehand. Got it. Excellent. I gotta tell you, I really love the Engage Pursuit MX. I play with this a lot. You play for Wichita State, right?
I did.
And your doubles partner was our buddy Greta?
Uh-huh. Yes.
That's awesome. So hey, so you play with the 6.0. So tell us about your paddle.
Well, I like it. It's I haven't been playing with it very long, only about a month, and I think somebody said it's heavier on the top, but I like it. I think it's a great paddle.
And that's one thing about Engages. They tend to be a little bit top heavy, which I do like. I mean, they give me a little more added power. I don't have all the power in the world, so having a little bit of top heaviness on the Engage paddles really work. These are both great paddles. And I mean, the 6.0 has more control. You seem to have longer dwell time with that thicker core. And also, one thing I noticed, I played with the Pursuit EX, which has a nice, generous sweet spot. But when you go up in the longer handle and the skinnier one with Engage, it seems like the sweet spot kind of shrinks until you go to the 6.0. and then you have a little bit more roll off.
Okay.
Meaning when you don't get exactly in the sweet spot, it still goes forward, which is the nice thing about that. But both are great paddles. I love the longer handle because, you know, with that top heaviness, it really helps me attack a lot.
Yeah,
And,
it's a great paddle.
Yeah. And I just, you know, listen to a player talking about the Engage paddle. It's just excellent, and I like it. And also like Cheryl. She's fun to play with.
And so are you.
Thank
Pickleball
you.
Librarian.
Thank you.